Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, may you take a respectful seat. We are about to start the program. Vice President of the Investment Office of the Presidency of the Republic of Turkey, President of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, International Relations Director of Bilishim Vadasi Technology Development Zone, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is our distinct honor to welcome you all to the ribbon-cutting ceremony of the International Incubation Center taking place in this embellished hall of the Istanbul Congress Center. But before we kick off our program of today, first we'd like to start with the recitation of the Holy Quran. Without further ado, I would like to invite Brother Hassan Burak Koch to please recite the Quran for us.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله فقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا فاعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين صدق الله العظيم. الفاتحة.
Thank you very much, Brother Hassan, for your beautiful recitation. Illustrious audience, allow us to mention that the IIC was established in accordance with the signed trilateral agreement between the Presidency of the Republic of Turkey Investments Office, the Bilishim Vadasi Technology Development Zone, and the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum. Thanks to these three renowned institutions, we have created a platform on which young people from across the OIC geographical space can express their creativity and find innovative solutions to our pressing problems. It is without no doubt that the world is grappling with unprecedented uncertainties on a daily basis, from food security, cyber terrorism to climate change, just to name a few. We are constantly adapting to new realities, and that is why it is important for us to keep developing our skills at all levels. Hence, careful nurturing is essential to unleash the full potentials of our young generation who have a keen interest in startups and innovation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, IIC is a pilot model initiative spearheaded by ICYM with the hope of inspiring the other OIC member states to establish such kind of centers for their youth innovative entrepreneurship development that will enhance their capacities and capabilities. Distinguished participants, without monopolizing the stage, it is our honor to invite Mr. Furkan Karayaka, Vice President of the Investment Office of the Presidency of the Republic of Turkey, to please come forward and deliver his speech. Mr. Furkan.
Assalamu alaikum, Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear participants from IIC. Today we are together for the launch of International Investment Incubation Center, which will act as a bridge in Istanbul for startups in IIC to open to the globe. I hope that the International Incubation Center, of which we are one of the main supporters, will be beneficial for the youth of Umrah. I would like to especially thank Mr. Taha and Istanbul Corporation Health Council for the operation of IIC and organization of its launch. Importance of technology startups increased digitalization over the last decade. Those ventures integrated into our daily lives quickly. Besides, funding of startups through investments has become an important component of international investments. As Invest in Turkey, investment support agency of Turkey, are one of the aims for investment promotion to support international investment funds and startups to open up the global markets together. While supporting our ecosystem, we follow international summits to encourage and organize national delegation participation with investors, startups, public and private representatives from Turkey. Only in this year, in 2023, we were in several organizations to represent Turkey, like Web Summit in Lisbon, /event in Helsinki, Vivatech in Paris, or GITEX in Dubai, and Takeoff in Istanbul. Hopefully, we will also attend other events in the next year. We make a great effort to bring together youth and startups in those events. In addition, we attach great importance to cooperation with IIC and its affiliates with an economic and investment agenda. In Istanbul in 2019, we held a conference called IIC COMCEC Private Investment Conference in partnership with IIC institutions and IIC. Last year, we actively participated in investment summits in Baku to encourage investment in Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. We signed an MOU with Islamic Organization for Food Security last year. We believe that it's necessary to support the startup ecosystem and entrepreneurship in order to improve the investment environment and opportunities in IIC member countries. So, we signed a cooperation protocol in 2021 with the IIC and the IIC for the establishment of International Incubation Center to bring together and empower entrepreneurs from IIC member states. Today, IIC offers entrepreneurs shared worker space, the digital infrastructure, and the networking opportunity in Istanbul, just next to IIC headquarters in Istanbul. Turkey, a resilient fast-growing economy, offers business planning policies, deep talent growth, and global market access at the nexus of Europe, Asia, and Africa to attract sustainable development. With its unique geostrategic location, manufacturing capabilities, and logistics infrastructure, Turkey is at the center of economic activity in the region. As such, for a long time, multinational corporations are using Turkey as a R&D, export, design, manufacturing, management, and logistics hub to run their operations in the wider region. Today, especially in Istanbul, Turkey stands out a global hub for international investors and entrepreneurs in the ecosystem. According to Startup General Global Enterprise Ecosystem Report, Istanbul ranks 14 in the list of the 100 fastest growing ecosystem in 2022. In this evaluation, funding criteria received a score 10 out of 10. In addition, market access and talent capacity of Istanbul are important to the site. At this point, for further information, my colleague Cüneyt later will explain the Turkey's potential in early stage investment in his presentation. And we hope that in the near future, investments among IIC member countries will increase and access to finance will be easier. And most importantly, new opportunities will be developed for cooperation and partnership with IIC member countries. And we are ready to contribute to similar efforts in the next years targeting intra-IIC investment. So thank you for your kind attention and thank you for listening. So
Thank you very much, Mr. Furkan, for your insightful statement. And without further ado, we would like to invite His Excellency Taha Ayhan, President of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, to deliver his opening remarks. Mr. President, the stage is all yours. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, people coming to this meeting. First of all, it's my pleasure to be among you. I have to beg you for today's speech as I appreciate the skills that are here. And so I want to be a bit absent. It's a great pleasure and happiness for myself to see that IIC project is realized now. So that's the reason why I want to pass my speech to the panelists and startups to hear us.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Before we proceed to the panel session, we will have a presentation of our different startups. Each and every one of them will have 5 minutes due to time constraint. So they will come and display what they have been working on, what they have accomplished so far. So first and foremost, we would like to call upon our first technology-based company, the derivative from Lebanon. Please, the stage is all yours.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We are as a derivative robotics published in Istanbul, Turkey, warehouse automation solution provider and autonomous mobile robot producer. Since COVID 2020, all the warehouses is going moving right now, especially in e-commerce and 3PL. So I would like to start. Why do we need to improve our automation resources? So I would like to present it in a manner which is done by DHL. We started with a case study in which they proved that there was 200% increase in productivity, 50% reduction in cycle times, and 80% reduction in trading times. Apart from that, you can reduce repetitive tasks. If there is a labor shortage, for example, recently during pandemic, there was a labor shortage. This automation is going to help you a lot in those cases. Apart from that, for human errors that can be caused due to misplacement or mishandling, automation is a solution for it. So this is our solution. This is an AMR we are manufacturing in Turkey, and from start to end, from its conception of design till the implementation in the customer's warehouse, it be done in Turkey. It's a compact solution, and our strength is our design and our software, which will be implemented in this case. It is a light package, can carry about 300 kilos. The weight is total 75 kilos. It can be implemented very quickly, effortlessly, so we don't need to change warehouse design. It's very simple.
Our business model, we are going to selling hardware. We are going to sell autonomous mobile robots. Also, we are going to use autonomous mobile robots per AGV per month. And also, we are going to have monthly subscription for software.
Okay, so far, since 2020, we have finished our proof of concept. And by 2021, we have finished our minimum viable product. And we have sold 3 robots for this case. And by 2022, we have finished our minimum sellable product criteria, and we have sold 4 robots.
This year, we just closed our turnover $138,000, and we are going to thank our customers in Turkey and in Saudi Arabia and in US. Our market, right now, we are focusing on Turkish markets and GCC market, especially in e-commerce, 3PL, warehousing, and logistics.
Yes, so far, according to recent studies, we have found out from the studies that the market is only about to grow and boom further. So by 2025, it is expected that this industry will be $50 billion industry.
Right now, we established our company since in 2020. Right now, we are a team of 6 expert people. I am Mahmoud Sabra, CEO and founder, robotics expert. Muhammad Mohammed, co-founders and product development. Abdul co-founder and software specialist. Thank you. I need to thank ICYF and IIC for this conference today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, David, from Lebanon. Can we give them another round of applause, please? Next, we will call Balnix from Pakistan. Please, the stage is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Sheikh Mohammed Shah and I am from Pakistan. I am co-founder of Binance. Binance is working on bio-robotic prosthetics for differently able and physically challenged people, no matter how they lost their limbs. We are providing solutions for all of them. In fact, there are very few companies which are working on this cause, and you can count them on your finger, and Binance is one of them. There are active 200 active users we have which are using our product. If we talk about tax, then there are 80% of people, employed people, do not use prosthetic arm because they don't aware of that, and people result them and we give motivation for them. That's how they can get the life better. There are many reasons to have any loss, like congenital disorder, car accident, military reflex, and cancer, etc. We offer 4 different variants in which we have Legends, Zindagi 2.0, Superhero, and Zindagi 2.0 above and beyond. The cost is below income arm is $2,000, and for above income arm is $8,700. Whereas the other companies are charging $15,000 to $20,000 for below income and 20 to 55, 50 to $200,000 for upper value. We are called cost effective because we are based in Pakistan, so we have an edge of China in the neighboring countries. So it is possible for us to provide and produce it more cheaper than others. The best part is we have online application, mobile application to which we can calibrate and we can give after service online throughout the world. Our unique selling points are it is lightweight, it is waterproof, sensors built in, and our minimum age criteria is 3.5 years, and there is no pre-certificate required. The overhead cost is around $18,000 to $16,000, and our cost is less 5 times for others, and it is 100% customizable, affordable, and fashionable also. If you talk about the addressable market, so it is around 4.5 billion in Asia, Europe, and Middle East, and the other IIC countries also. Especially, we can give it to in war areas like Syria, Palestine, and Ukraine. If we talk about British markets, so there are more than 10,000 people who are integrated annually in Turkey alone. So we are in the phase, we are taking good steps in the Turkish market. So by the support of IIC and ICIR, so it is very beneficial for us, and it is also a gateway of Europe market also, Turkey Europe market. There are the plan of action. We have to expand our clinics in Turkey, Germany, New York, and we have new products launching multi-grade arms, legs, soft robotics, and we are going to get certifications, international patents, and we have to make our sales 2 times more. This is one of our quality product that we have for fit to fit the planning arm for only for we intensively have got covered by media channels, local and international also. This is our future products, legs, exoskeleton, and soft robotics. This is our team. Two of them are founded, and we also have 20 team members along with us. This is one of our training center in which we offer little fitting space, physiotherapy, general medical, OPD, and gym for rehabilitation. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, colleagues from Pakistan, connecting humans with humans. Now, we would like to have Global Labs from Egypt, please. You have to speak.
Chief Officer of Police, the Istanbul-based company, and also interested in design. I am here today to present our Congress Club of IIC design action robots. Our work started with the beginning of COVID-19 spread. So we try to give the information about that so that we can to stop the questions. One of our inspirations is Mr. Gamal, who is the father of our CEO. He is the very years mentor. Unfortunately, he lost his leg during this small surgery because the infection he got from the hospital. Indeed, infections are a major cause of death In 2019, only we had 3.7 million deaths caused by some kind of infection. 75,000 of those just pick up the infection from a medical or healthcare facility. Of course, it's tragic when you get an infection from the place you expect to get healed. We call this case HAI, which are healthcare associated infections. Of course, hospitals, medical centers have all kinds of inspections or protocols. They do all the efforts to limit those, but traditionally means only get 50% of those how to avoid viruses and bacteria. So the problem we are trying to solve is that it's really labor intensive. Needs a lot of hazardous chemicals to clean and make sure of high level of hygiene in the hospitals and medical centers. Also, you have a lot of issues when you work in manual labor, cannot control or follow or make a good track of activities. This is why we worked on our solution, CBOT. CBOT is an autonomous platform. It uses UVC light as a way to disinfect surfaces. The main benefits of using CBOT is you get labor-free and the short-term disinfection. You also get you don't need any kind of disinfectant or chemicals. Also, you get an actual high level of efficiency. You get to reach all the places, all the corners that you want to make sure they are disinfected. Also, you have a reliable way to get tracking and loading of all the disinfection activities. How CBOT works? It's easy. You get it in the room, close the door, select the room, hit start, and you can go get it. Manage the class. What we offer in CBOT is what we call a disinfection dose algorithm. Of course, we want to make sure that disinfection is done to the required levels. So we have a number that calculates the time and the kind of the exposure every type of surface or room needs. This way, we will make sure that we get delivered the medical performance. We also offer with our robots an easy to use yet effective control interface. It's like a tablet. You can remotely control the platform with Wi-Fi. You can see the logs and all the activities that happen with your robot. Also, we offer another way to track the activities. It's a web-based portal. It helps the managers or the directors to know what's happening, what kind of activities are happening, what's the efficiency of the platforms that they got. Here you can see our delivered CBOT having this job done inside the testing center. It was like 3 or 4 weeks before. Medical center just told us, and they had a widespread of COVID in the floor. So we handed them the season to get the infection they needed. We also make sure that our product have all the tests and the certificates needed from Turkish establishment and international establishment. We were very proud to have such kind of not only clients, but they are partners. They helped us to develop and test through like more than 3 to 4 months program of cooperation between us to get CBOT to deliver accepted to the medical community. Thank you very much, and we keep working to deliver our product to our customers.
To make the session a little bit more inclusive, if we have anyone in the crowd who would like to ask a question for our first 3 presenters, because even there is a change and Bow next, you made your presentation, and we would like to know if there's anyone within the crowd who would like to ask them some questions. The floor is yours. Anyone? This is the chance, you know, the meeting with our starters. Yes, please, could we have the mic on the? Yes.
Actually, this is a question directed to the Istanbul Meeting. I was wondering about your research development plan, because you're talking about 2024, very much 100 units. Are you planning to get back on the robots that you've already developed? Are you going to have
Would you like to come here so that everyone gets to see you? It's better. So in order to avoid any cracks.
Thank you so much for your question. In 2020 and 2021, the session of POC and our we were in our POC, we have prepared for concept. And after that, we ended our POC, we convert our program to something sphere itself. In this case, we don't have video. Not the area. Yes, that's our hardware. This is here. We have to our so right now we have hardware. Our also, we already have some arts. 200 pleasure customer, and we want to finish our end.
Thank you very much. There's another question, please. Can you give the mic to the gentleman? Salam. There is a question.
Yes, sure. We just have our business plan and visibility study for this stuff, and right now we need to enter our first round investment. We need to make right invest right now. What we are doing right now for we need to have a share with BP or angel investor or 10%. We are ready for this stage right now.
There is document that if you want.
Yes, we have.
It's important.
So in Netherlands, we are not interested to develop our product. We have our customer. So we are constantly spending because we have a lot of private. Of course, opportunities are always open, but we are like mostly focused.
So is there anyone for investor wants to bring
Yes, there is still slow for someone to pay. But as you say, we are not focusing on investment right now because we just finished developing our new version of Symbol. We have a lot of things to do, so we are trying to put our foot in the market and make good real life construction. So when someone gets to get involved with, we have some hard numbers we can.
Thank you very much. Any other question before we proceed? Thank you very much, gentlemen. Please, may we have another round of any question? Please, Sorry.
One question to all transport. Okay, and all the hardwares other than softwares, how do you produce them and in Istanbul, how IIC contribute to your business model? Actually, being in Istanbul contribute to your business model and also for future.
If we can resume the biggest benefits of being in Istanbul, as very background, I say, which is not only like hardware usage, great network you can get reach in Istanbul. It's very fast, very reliable. You can get providers with customers. You can meet people in the area in Istanbul, and this way our product got quicker to the market, got with the reputation, and also we had the chance to get a big pool of people interested both in the engineering side and
the Istanbul support the access to market in European markets of Asia and Africa. Istanbul has advantage for business.
yeah, of course. So now we have customers in Egypt and some customers in Asia, Africa, and some potential customers even in Europe. So Istanbul is in the middle physically, and in the middle of the crossroads. Also, it provides a lot of benefits of having cost prediction, good reputation, reliable products, good level of technology, and also the help of the community of the spirit of entrepreneurship. It's something we cannot easily find.
For the other, Istanbul and Turkey very great for production, especially in good places for supplier, for the good supplier, good place to find for production area. Right now, what I would like to provide thanks at IIC for providing us by being an office and place to start our business. What we are doing right now in IIC, we are making for the clinical design, we are making our software design, and we have this somewhat and intermediate MIO agreement with some producer. So we are producing our POC and our mass production with MIO agreement with some supplier in Turkey. And also we have global venture in India for application and purpose. So for me right now, Turkey is the hub to produce, and we are looking for and our sales market is part of it in Turkey and the rest part in the market.
For Bionics, we are producing it in Pakistan currently, and for Bionics, we are producing currently in Pakistan, and there is no hurdle if we produce it there and we bring it there, and we can fit it all around the world because we have online access to mobile application. So it is not a problem, and especially I would like to thank for IC Bank and IIC to bring us here and give these facilities. And if we can collaborate with the financial investors and the other companies, it will be very helpful.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I think that's all for now, and we'll move to our other presentations. Next in line, we would like to have Service Soft from the Republic of Turkey.
Where is the market? Hello everyone, I'm Emre, CRO. Before I start, I actually want to have a question. Are there any investors for there are investment agencies also in the so please listen carefully because we are going to close an investment round in 25 days. So please don't listen very time. So as Sarah spoke, we are in the blood-based platform that predicts malfunctions and enables maintenance processes to manage end-to-end. Only 1% of companies benefit from predictive analytics and management. Therefore, they face malfunction, unexpected malfunction in their operation. That's called operational outages and service. At the same time, there are inefficient and repeated operations in maintenance operation, which cause high maintenance costs. And also, because of decreased equipment health and also error fees, also the amount of energy consumed by the facilities are increased. So basically, we provide an AI-powered blood-based platform which analyze the data that we collect from equipment facilities, which also can predict the electricity consumption and also the malfunction prediction, and creates autonomous workforce in our process management platform. So with these features, we also create these sustainable operations for the companies that also affects the sustainable development goals, which is already decided by you. And how we do this? Actually, we collect data from equipment and facilities. We let the companies manage those equipment and facilities. We create 3D digital views of these facilities, and we analyze the data with our AI algorithms, which work already 97% of success, proven success in the market. And also, with the same data that we collect, we analyze with our electricity consumption and loss prediction algorithms and create the also prediction. With this one, right now, actually one of our customers said that this year, 96 million of Turkish lira in a year, which is equivalent of 5.5 million euros as an electricity addition. So I talked about IoT, AI, and many other things, but also there is a need for action. Okay, we create things, alarms and everything, but who will take care of these actions? So we also have to visible as well. With our system, companies can manage their work orders, teams, departments, warehouses, their subcontractors, and markets. And everything is being no-code platform. So thanks to this no-code platform, we already operate in 15 sectors. If you look at the competitors, yes, there are some companies work for predictive and yes, the others work for the process management operations. But we are the only one who takes care about the energy, malfunction prediction, and process management on a single platform. Our show you that we already have two exit offers, and one of them from our US multi-billion-dollar US competitor, and the other was from one of our customers. So in the market, in 2020, almost $13 billion spent in the market, and the amount of this money is actually growing also with a rate of 30-35% yearly. And as a business model, we have monthly subscription fee per user and also per data point. And right now, as I told you before, we are already operating in 13 sectors with 76 customers. We are growing so fast. We already incorporated in 2020 and enlarged our operations 40x twice. And as an investment, we need $500,000 of investment to expand our operation in the European market. We already have this proven technology product that operates in different markets. Right now, we need this investment to accelerate our business European market. And with this, we are planning to hit $500,000 of revenue from European market. And for now, we already ensured that from Turkish market, we will receive at least $251,000 actually from our customers. As a team, actually, before we applied this program, this International Integration Center, we were less than 10. But right now, we are operating with academics, 11 engineers, and 12 experts, and with a very acute team. And so far, we are already having references with our customers from international and national companies. Also, IIC is one of our customers. Thank you for this opportunity as well. So, thank you.
That's a good question. I saw that you guys are raising $3 because of the raise. How many more are you?
Well, we have a $5 million of evaluations for the share 10% of equity. We already received $160,000 of commitment. We are also negotiating a few of investors right now, and all of our offers to co-invest. And I cannot name the relation, but I can tell you that one of these ECP of corporates also
Anyone else in the crowd? Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm here, so you can ask your.
Coming here is one of the Thank you very much. Next, we'd like to call upon Anak Tuyu from Malaysia.
We provide a customizable, centralized online distribution for private industries. So we are our team is based in Malaysia, and I myself as my office since 1 year ago. And we have customers and partners from universities, private institutions, and we have also corporate partners, for example, across 3 years ago. So the problem that we're trying to solve is, I think, thanks to COVID, everyone realized the importance of going online. So the first one is to complement your offline class, and secondly is to reach wider audience. Living class, digital marketing class, Quran class, they try to do it online. So I tried my best. For example, video every institute online essay science to check already başladı. For example, they believe like us all over the world, but the problem is there is no centralized platform, so the class is done everywhere. So you have thousands of quizzes, they share topics on the platform, and then of course these teachers need to prepare Microsoft Word, they have to do the lesson plan, and then once that is moved, it is ready to the class. But in the end, because of all this complexity, we just choose to do everything in WhatsApp. WhatsApp, when you do so, you will miss the important part. You create contents, but there is no analytics, contents, performance, and also students report. So that's why in Malaysia, for example, this has caused a problem. Teachers start to get stressed. They start to ask for early retirement because they need to do all this good platform. And in long term, it will reduce the education quality. So that's why we come up with classroom. So it's actually all in one platform where you can manage your class there, you can get analytics needed, all the student performance, and also your content analytics will be in one platform. So why people like the solution, right? Because it is rapidly and easily white label. So each institution can have their own app in their own brand. So in Malaysia, we have proven to customers. So for example, we have these customers, they're doing a Tadabo online application. So they have our apps now in their own brand and their own image. Another example is Quran learning application, right? They use our platform, they use our framework, and they build their own online mobile apps. Reading for 3 hours, they get the application. Right? So that's the point. So that's how we charge the customer. So we have a normal platform. That one is we work with sub-models. So if you are an institution, you're a small institution, you would like to use our platform, you can have it. But we have another customized solution that is for premium customers or corporate education center. Potential customers if they want to help. So the we have is three things. The first one is we have customizable mobile application, right? Our app platform is easily customized and available, but importantly, I think it's because we take into consideration for example, there is a limited access to internet. Most of the solutions, when we build it, they assume that everyone is internet. So we have an online support as well. So that in the country in places where internet connection is limited, right? So this is how it is for the moment. So actually, we are quite new, but we are by the end of this year, we reached 250,000 USD ARR. These are all in Malaysia. We have 5 million customers and around 6,000 subscribers below that. And we aim to be in OIC countries. So our strategy in Malaysia, for example, we have 9,000 institutions in the region, right? We start in Malaysia, Brunei is about 203,000. And why? I hope that I can find potential school, institutions, or partners that can assist us in Turkey or Azerbaijan, and hopefully, if anyone can help me for market access, for example, there's money, language vacancy, already markets are shown in some of you. And hopefully, once we are in 3 countries, we are able to reach. Thank you. So, let me answer my focus. Why go on this focus?
We have anyone who would like to ask a question?
At the moment, no. I think I've talked to some teachers in embassy. That's where the direction goes. But yeah, schools, private schools, not yet.
Not the last but the least, let us have MRHB from Australia, please.
My name is Nicky Mohammed. I'm the founder and CEO of MRHB Network. MRHB Network is the world's first digital platform that building an halal economy on the blockchain. So we are estimating a target market of 5 trillion, which is the Islamic economy, targeting more than 2 billion customers. So this is a quote from the national executive Bob Bailey, blockchain is the biggest opportunity set that we grow the decades possible. So we believe in the same vision that the next wave of technology will be actually led by blockchain-based finance, and blockchain is the hence building all of them on this technology. So we are at the same point of time where internet was 20 years ago, when businesses are trying to onboard and building themselves on. Blockchain is the next wave of technology, and we are trying to we are building on it by building an entire economy focused on the halal economy. So this is the problem statement. The halal market is too very low. It's more than $5 billion. With halal financial assets of more than $6 billion and retail of more than $1 billion. So MRT business is a B2B and B2C we have a solution that we have created, in which we have like more than 10 products on the line. We have built and released more than 4 products as of now. We started in April 2020. In the last 2 years, we have launched 4 products. So here are the list of products: wallet, a commodity exchange, NFT platform, halal, metaverse, and web generator. These are the So this is the halal metaverse that we are building. It has more than 2 million of downloads right now. It is an immersive platform where you can actually feed yourself visiting the movie place and share more about us. So this is the utility, and it's still not a video that we did, but when you actually play those classes, feed yourself visiting the movie place. Learning about that, it is an entertainment platform that is targeted towards everyone of all age groups. You can go around places and learn about the different places right now. Yeah, so the next product that we have is a non-exclusive wallet, which has the commodity exchange part of it. So we have been successful in bringing tokenized gold to the market. When we have partnered with one of the very reputed bullion providers from Australia, which are backed by the Australian government. We have tokenized gold and silver, which has commercial trading, and since we have launched the product, we have had a growth. Our wallet is halal asset-free wallet, so we don't have to actually worry about what assets or what digital assets are halal in the market. You just have to have one wallet, one application downloaded in your platform and start doing it. So this is the growth that we have seen in the last 2 months of our app release. We had a transaction surge of more than 670%, with a user growth of 400% last 2 months. We have a world-class backing of partners, investors, and collaborators. We have been granted even a monetary grant by Polygon, which is like the 3rd best software for the world. We have our integration with Avalanche, which is actually a Turkey-based blockchain company as well. So as we is one of our most effective partners. We are the established 1924 blue chip Australian government. We collaborated with which was held from the 24th to 27th of November last week, where we had all of 60,000 attendees, and we issued proof of attendance as the web master. So the halal has our solution for the web. Then we have a beauty discussion going on with some banks. And in India, we are working with the last mile the Web3. In Germany, we have created the daily market and for classification of the So as I said, we have an ambitious roadmap spread across the next 2 years. 4 products are launched, and the next product we launch with increasing functionalities and features in the next 2 years. We have well-generated knowledge, fact-finding, thanks to personal finance, impact platform. Then we have the final stage of the product is now blockchain, which will actually become the infrastructure of all the halal businesses that would want to onboard it onto the Web3 or the next wave of internet, the next decade. This is our team. We are remote only team spread across 16 countries. Here at more than 50 experts from all fields of life. I'm here with my team around for any questions that you guys might have. Reach out to us for that. Thank you so much.
Question.
Just something that I would like to mention is that why we are here in Turkey and why we are needing to look at it. So we believe that Turkey is going to be a hub of the blockchain economy in the region in the next few years. So right now the statistics say that there are more than 8 million users in Turkey who are, so these are the official numbers, more than 8 million users in Turkey who are using the Web3 ecosystem, and I'm also thinking the numbers are more than 10 million. So along with ICYF, we aim to be the blockchain center of excellence to support the Turkish startups that want to build in this ecosystem. Any questions? Just please.
Very much. My name is Ryan from India. Started from our company system and also from India. We want to discuss how the Sharia compliance in the blockchain constitution the Islamic ecosystem, because if blockchain is consistent, I think our money will be doing this. We understand the system, so perhaps it will be a risk to the Sharia compliance.
That's a very valid question, which naturally comes to everybody's mind. So when you actually bring the Islamic finance products onto the blockchain, it becomes decentralized finance of Islamic assets. So just the way you tend to ensure the Sharia compliance of traditional Islamic assets, you apply the same rules, but with additional layers of knowledge that comes up to ensure that the Sharia compliance is maintained on the assets of the blockchain. But I would disagree to your point when you said that it is difficult to maintain that because of the property of the blockchain is easier. So in traditional finance, it becomes difficult to keep a track of your assets or how you manage your assets. So when you actually entrust a bank, an Islamic finance bank, to take care of your assets, that's the black spot. You don't know anything beyond that. What to do with your money. In blockchain, because of the transparency that blockchain brings, you can actually trace and know all about your assets and where it goes and how it's being managed. So blockchain actually plugs the challenge that Islamic finance in the current days have. I hope that answers the question. And also to add to that, every team that are building on this ecosystem, including us, they have a restricted board of Sharia scholars to ensure all of this is taken care. So that is an additional thing that needs to be taken care, that the scholars need to be knowledgeable enough to make sure that they hold the necessity, the necessity skill set to address these new kind of technological advancements.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you. Now let's have our last speaker. We have class notes from Pakistan.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Ramesh and I'm from class notes. I was actually a little worried back then when he said that this is the last presentation. Yeah, so I would like to start my presentation with my own personal story. When I was in high school, I really wanted to study engineering from the best university in the world. The only thing that was me at my university was standardized entrance test to that university. I realized at this time that standardized entrance test can make or break a student's degree. That's the situation faced by every single year. Now, the three major problems with standardized test preparation is they're incredibly expensive. The student on average spend $900 per year just on exam preparation. Content that they get, it is not personalized according to their strengths and weaknesses. And finally, the new companies that are working on this problem are focusing mostly on video-based solutions. But that medium is not appropriate for standardized test preparation because it is slow. Content cannot be navigated or bookmarked. Most importantly, standardized test preparation for students from low-income communities are at a huge disadvantage. And this situation is also faced by students in the US by now. If you are preparing for your GRE, you're from a low-income community, you can forget your chances of getting into Ivy League universities. Now, to solve this problem, we created Classrooms, which is a research-backed solution to help students prepare their standardized test. We help them do this by using our great quality notes. They can use our database of multiple choice questions and flashback to prepare the test. Our approach is 70% faster than video-based solutions, and we guarantee an improvement of 15% to all the students we do. This claim, by the way, is backed by an international research paper on Classroom, which was written by Cambridge Education in UK and also by thousands of users in fact. For the last 2 years, we had more than 20 million students in counting. 30% of these students are from low-income communities. More than half the students are female students, which is especially important because students in India, Pakistan, and these countries, they don't feel comfortable going to these exam preparation centers or higher private people to come to their home. We are currently serving more than 40,000 students every single day, spending more than 14 minutes on a platform, and we serve more than 8 million pages. If you talk about the market size, this is a huge problem with a total market size of $32 billion globally, but that market is growing at 6% CAGR. If we focus on the market that we are currently focusing on, it's a $9 billion market, and countries where we have a significant edge over our competitors is the $5 billion. The way we make money is simple. We use a freemium model, so students can come to our platform and use our content for free, but they see ads. If they don't want to see ads, if they also want to use personalized services, they have to pay us. They have to buy one of these students. These are some of the achievements that we have. We are currently competing among the 200 leading startups in the world. We are the winner of the Pakistan Startup Cup. We are the winner of the last year's State of International Startup Summit, which is the biggest summit in Istanbul. We are also the startup of the year. We have been working with the International Trade Center, which is a body of the United Nations, with UK Aid, won the UK Innovation Grant, Western Foundation in Germany, Total in France, and Mass Talent Accelerator in the USA. We take great pride in receiving an email from Michael Siegel, who is the CEO of the world's most coveted accelerator, to also apply to Y Combinator and be a part of it. We also take great pride in advising the European Parliament and European Commission on their education strategy. We are currently consulting with them on projects worth more than 250 million euros. This is the picture where we gave them an investment called Insights on Education 3 years ago, and I'm currently going to Brussels on 6th of December to follow up on this discussion. We also advise the European Commissioner, Jutta Urpilainen, who is handling the education strategy of European Commission to different countries. So this is the core team that has done everything I've shown you. We have combined experience of more than 70 years. We previously worked in the International Trade Center, European Commission, in Silicon Valley, and in Coca-Cola. One of our team members is currently an expert on artificial intelligence, and he's going to take us to the next level, which I'll show you just now. Our board of advisors consists of members from Pearson. The vice president of Pearson is also on the board of advisors. Claire from the National Trade Center, and Tobias, who has an application which was featured both on App Store and Google Play Store. This is a screenshot which Google sent us a few months ago, which showed us that we've been attending nationally in Pakistan when the exam season was going on. However, if you think this is good, wait till you see what we've built now. So we are going to 10x everything that we've shown you with the new platform that we are launching today. I'm going to take this opportunity to actually do a launch event right now. My team members are taking pictures which we'll share. The new platform is highly customizable, it's highly scalable, it supports languages, Arabic, Urdu, English, even the Turkish language. And it is going to address all the issues that we've been facing in the last 4 years when we're addressing all the students. Finally, we are going global. We've been focusing on the MENA region for the last few years, but we are now working with the Turkish agencies, including IQIR, E3, to capture the Turkish market, and we were in touch with the team of Doping Hafiza, which is the biggest standardized test preparation company in Istanbul, to know more about the Istanbul market and see what we can go over here. I would take this opportunity to thank these three organizations, especially Seda from E3 is, by the way, also here. Everything, the new platform that was built using the money of E3, and then the money and the support that we got from ICYR and IIC. So Classrooms 3.0, we're calling Turkey our next one. We are inshallah going to launch this over here and help students over here. We're currently raising a seed round of $500,000, out of which we closed $100,000. And this is the contact information if you want to participate in the seed round, if you want to. Thank you so much for listening. This was
Any last question before we proceed? Anyone from the crowd? Yes. Can we have them?
Thank you very much. I just want to commend you because they have invested in public statements, education for girls and women. It's one of the biggest. So I really want to say for the platform what you stand. I can imagine the stress that the students go through when they have to prepare for university exams or entrance exams to different universities, and also social scholarships to study. So I'm sure what you're doing in your global launch is going to really help many more students that you're already assisting now. So the recommendation to you and the team.
Thank you so much.
Maybe give them a round of applause. Thanks to our different startups for their wonderful presentations. It is truly inspiring to see these brilliant minds trying to find solutions to our present problems every day. Before we proceed to the ribbon cutting ceremony, I would like to say after this session, we have a very brief spatial panel discussion where we'll have experts and policymakers who will delve on the topic promoting youth entrepreneurship and technology in the IIC countries. So please do not leave the hall, just stay put so that we can listen to more of these. So before we proceed, like I said, to the ribbon cutting ceremony, let us watch together a video about the International Incubation Center.
It is also home to the International Incubation Center. Let's know what you think. International Incubation Center. International Incubation Center was very popular. Incubation
Thank you very much. So we will quickly have the panel session actually before we proceed to the ribbon cutting. So without further ado, let me quickly call upon our different panelists to please come on stage. First, we would like to have Ms. Ellen Lindbergh. We would like to have Mr. Edward Badi and Mr. Ahmed Ben Seljuk and Mr. Ismail there. Good afternoon, respected ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our panel session on entrepreneurship, promoting youth entrepreneurship and technology in the IIC region. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Each and every one of these panelists will try and explain 7 to 8 minutes about the topic itself. And as you can see, we have different panelists who came all the way from different countries trying to present to us different platforms and solutions for our problems. And we all know that there is a new number and new emerging technology that has the potential to empower our different sectors. Despite our challenges every day, youth are coming up with new ideas. We just need to channel these ideas into something meaningful. And this is why ICY is here with the investment of Turkey to create this platform in order for each and every one of these youths to express their creativity. So without further ado, I don't want to take much of your time. We move to our first speaker, our first panelist. We'll start with the ladies. Don't mind because we always say ladies before gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome Ms. the International Relations Director of Leadership, Advocacy, Technology, and Development. So,
thank you very much. Hello, it is really exciting to be facing this audience. I hope our initiative paves the way for young entrepreneurs to change the future and change the future. I would like to briefly present what we do in Istanbul, Turkey, and what kind of opportunities we provide for young entrepreneurs. Briefly, we are the largest park in Turkey. We started this operation just recently in 2019, and we continue to grow with new technoparks in Istanbul and Izmir. And what we do, we are not only a technopark, we are an ecosystem maker and developer. And our strongest aspect is to identify the needs in technology and to provide solutions quickly. Our mission to carry the advances in Turkey is defense technology in the last 20 years to civil technology and to develop and even direct this direction. We have 6 focus areas, which are gaming, smart city, connectivity, mobility, design, and cybersecurity. And here, as of this day, we host more than 250 companies, including the famous TOP, which is the Turkish fully electric vehicle. Just a brief number that can provide you with an insight of our TOP. We host almost 200 R&D companies, 113 startups, 35 free startups, and 13 support service companies. The heart of our Tech Park is our incubation center, where 3 startups and startups are located, providing services, mentoring, offices, where we can share internet, offices with reduced prices. We provide them with mentoring and training entrepreneurship. They have production taxes, and they have certain investment. We have acceleration programs. We have a very successful mobility acceleration program, 87 entrepreneurs, 60 hours of training, and 50 investors. In all incubation centers are open until today. We have more than 25 investors and more than 200 demo days. As a result, in the last 2 years, we've been operational for more than 2 years. Our incubation center has graduated 36 pre-startups. We have 43 startups, and 5 of them received external investment. We have 2 clusters. One is mobility, the other is gaming. In mobility, we have 43 companies and 47 mentors. And our gaming cluster, which is called BGH, we have competition. Every year we had 2 competitions. We had more than 10,000 applications in this competition, with more than 700 participants. With 100 teams and 120 games have been developed, and 7 of these initiatives teams received investment. It is important to support startups and entrepreneurs with services, but it's also important to provide capital and funds. As of last year, we are investing in technology ecosystem with a capital. We managed to have a capital of $20 million in partnership with 2 banks, Alvarez and Boston, together with small and medium enterprise development organization, COMCEC. And today, 15 startups have received funding from our venture capital fund. What particularly we do for young entrepreneurs, we provide, we support them with 2 competitions. One is robotaxi, which is in the scope of Technofest, where it's actually the National Autonomous Vehicle Development Competition, where university students compete to develop vehicles into categories, ready-made and original vehicle categories. And those that succeed in the competition are provided with a space in our pre-incubation program, where they receive entrepreneurship training, mentoring, and a free open office space. Another competition is Turkish National Natural Language Processing Competition, which is a nationally organized software competition with artificial intelligence and machine learning content. And those that succeed in this competition in the last years received funding, technical entrepreneurship support from TÜBİTAK. And they're also provided the pre-phase for incubation business program. This is in a nutshell what we do for entrepreneurs. And I would like to expand more on that.
Thank you very much. Before we move into the question and answer session, we'll all the speakers, then we'll open the floor to the audience. So let's push the conversation forward. She mentioned the side of the day that people work for the need to build. So without further ado, let's hear from Mr. Ahmed Janet. I hope I pronounced your name right. So Mr. Ahmed is the financial investment manager of the investment office of the presidency of the Republic of Turkey. This is Ahmed for you.
Thank you. I want to talk about the case of custody inside sometimes it is better to show something. Okay. So in the next 10 minutes, you are going to see the latest Turkish startup ecosystem. I will start my presentation by asking this question. What makes a country attractive for early stage investments? We believe there are three factors which are very important. First of all, there has to be a supportive startup ecosystem. Then there has to be investments and successful exits, and also there should be new investment opportunities. We believe Turkey has all three, and I'm going to start with the supportive startup ecosystem. This is the startup ecosystem, not this is one of the startup ecosystem back in 2010, and this is the startup ecosystem today. As you can see, there is a huge achievement, and of course, governments contributed a lot. Turkish governments contributed a lot to these, to achieve that kind of success. In this chart, in this timeline, you can see all the major milestones since 1980s. As you can see also in the last 2 decades, the frequency of those reforms has been accelerated. The agency I work for, Invest in Turkey, was established in 2006. And there was an important one, foreign direct investment law was passed by Parliament back in 2003. It's very important, especially for the international investors. So with this law, investing in Turkey is almost identical to investing in any other European nation. So it is part of the talks with the European Union. Turkey is technically still in negotiation candidate country, but what is important for us, the standards, therefore, to get the same standards, we changed most of our rules and regulations, especially in this area. So with this law, the international investors are free to invest in Turkey. There is no screening process. Investors are subject to equal treatment. If you invest and establish, many of you already know, if you establish a company in Turkey, then you are a Turkish company. Foreign direct investments cannot be expropriated or nationalized by governments. International investors may freely transfer their profits, their money abroad without any limitation. Acquisition of also real estate is possible. International investors can apply either to the local courts or to the international arbitration. It is accepted by the Turkish courts. Also, an alternative of tax pass is possible. So, maybe like in many of the countries, the government is the main supporter of the startups, especially in the IIC stage, which is the most risky phase. Last year, 660 ideas received about $5 million of government grant in 2021 through some programs like TÜBİTAK or TÜBİTAK and TÜBİTAK. Government supporting startups by funding, and also government is supporting investors who are investing in Turkish startups. There are several tax exemptions regarding Turkish venture capital ecosystem, but the most important one, when invested through a venture capital, there is no withholding tax for distributed dividends, and there is no withholding tax when investor exits. I believe most of you are familiar with Turkish demographics. We are an 85 million population, and take the Russia aside, in Europe, Turkey is the #1. Turkey is 85, Germany is 84, just Turkish population. It's the most important, actually, thing about technology investments, developers. We have very high technology penetration rates. Currently, we have 70 million internet users, and those 70 million spend 8 hours a day using internet on average, and 3 hours a day by using social media. Personally, I'm not sure this is something good for us, for Turkish society, but it is very important for technology developers. With those statistics, we are the 6th largest user base for Instagram, 7th largest for Twitter, 14th largest user base for Facebook, and 14th largest user base for LinkedIn. Why it is important? Because whatever a technology developer produces in Turkey, there is a large pool of customers who are ready to buy and try their product. I mean, some small countries in Europe, they don't have that opportunity. But whenever you produce something in the technology area, you can reach hundreds of thousands of customers, and you can test your product. You can see it's going to be successful or not. And if it is successful in Turkey, you can replicate it in other countries as well. So it is very important. By the way, Turkish government also has an e-government e-government application, and it has almost 60 million users. So this is one of the most important factors which makes Turkey a good place for especially technology developers. Also talent is also part of the game. Since we have a large population, nearly we have more than 1.1 million university graduates in this country, and 75,000 of them in 2020 were from engineering trades. Also, more than 20,000 of them from ICT schools. So, finding the talent is not a problem in Turkey, and also, for me, unfortunately, it's cost-effective when compared to especially the US and European countries. It's very cost-effective. So, some big companies also, they are opening some branches or some centers, ICT centers, IT centers in Turkey to get this, to benefit of this advantage. So, how mature and startup ecosystem you have if you don't have investments and successful exits doesn't make any sense. On this chart, you can see the investments into Turkish startup ecosystem. Actually, in 2021, we broke our record with $1.6 billion, and in the first 9 months of this year, it was 1.5. So 21 was an important year for us. If you take the last 10 years before 2021 and double it, you can reach this number. Of course, there were some successful startups like Twitter, but even if you take the data out, there has been huge increase. So with these numbers, you'll speak, let's say, for the first half of 2020, Turkey was in the Super League, and as you can see, we were in Europe. In total, we were the 8th largest country in terms of investments into early stage investments, and in the MENA region, we are coming just after Israel, United Arab Emirates. In MENA region, Turkey was the second. When it comes to top funded verticals, because of it, because it's a Turkish data core, they are 10 minutes fast delivery, gross delivery company. As for the value, gross delivery is number one. Then it comes game, AI, SaaS, and marketing. But when it comes to number of transactions, as you can see, fintech, SaaS, game, AI, and marketplace, fintech is also important vertical where Turkey is very strong. Gaming is important. In the first quarter of 2022, Turkey was the third most invested country in the world. Third most invested country in the world in terms of investment in gaming startups after USA and UK. We had, in the last 2 years, we had some decacorns and unicorns. The first one was Peak. It was a game studio, and they were established in 2010. And back in 2002, US game developer Zynga acquired them for $1.8 billion, and they became the first Turkish unicorn. Then it comes Trendyol. Back in 2018, Alibaba of China acquired 82% stake from Trendyol, and later then they became unicorn in March 2021, and in August 2021, another investment round, they became decacorn. Getir, as I mentioned, it was established by Nazım Salık in Turkey, in Istanbul in 2015, and they became unicorn also in March 2021, and Decathlon 6 months ago, in March, 9 months ago, in March 2022. And Dream is also another gaming studio. Actually, Dream was established by former Peak Games employees. Peak was very important for in Turkish gaming sector because, as far as I remember the numbers, 80 people who previously worked for Peak left Peak, and then they established 65 startups, and 25 of them were gaming startups, and one of them was Dream, and it was established only in 2019, and they became unicorn just 2 years later in 2021. And the last but not least, it's another sector, it's an SAS, Insider, B2B software company. They were also established back in 2012, Istanbul, and they became unicorn in the beginning, at the beginning of this year. So, of course, there are some investment opportunities. Actually, we designed this presentation from the investors' point of view because we have a large population, we have many startups, also we have guests from surrounding countries. You are all welcome. What we need mostly is the investment. So we are, as the investment agency, we are trying to attract foreign direct investments. Also, there is some strategic investors, but this is, we are looking here. We look for investors for venture capital funds, private equity funds, family offices, etc. So there are also investment opportunities for them. First of all, government should help and should also invest in Turkish VCs because it is very important for Turkish VC companies when they look, when they are trying to raise money from abroad. The Turkish government's investment is something very valuable. We have several schemes. In the first one, government invested as an LP to 5 selected funds. Also, we have another scheme about development investment bank of Turkey. Also, we have Istanbul Development Agency's model, also Bilişim Vadisi, and the new one is going to be established together between Turkish Wealth Fund and ADQ of the fund. They are going to announce soon. It's going to be a very big one, 300 million. So we have government supports investors, startups, and also the Turkish VC funds as an LP. VC fund raising activity is, we can say, on the rise because this is on a cycle. The last cycle started in 2018. The early bird raised $240 million, and Revo Capital Fund was more than $100 million. So this is their second or third fund, so it is something important. I mean, shows that there is the system is working here in Turkey, and roughly we can say that in the last 4 years, more than $800 million of fund was raised, and this money is going to be deployed on the Turkish startups in the next couple of years. So, to sum up, why Turkey? Because there is a huge startup ecosystem by expanding reforms. Also, we have large and young population, high penetration rates, which is ideal for product testing. We have affordable and competent developer pool, increasing investment trend, increasing VC and also corporate VC involvement. They are also on the rise. We have successful exits to global companies, 2 decathlons and 3 unicorns in the last 2 years. Hopefully, the numbers is going to increase. I mean, maybe even in this year, we can expect 1 or 2 unicorns. But this may be affected by the global slowdown in the world. But actually, if something happens like that, it's not going to be a surprise for me. Also, for investment opportunities, Turkish VC funds to benefit from the successful exit rounds. So, as Furkan Bey mentioned, we have been making some promotional activities. We were in the summit, we were in Splash, we are going to visit Vivatech in France. So what we tell to investors, you can come and invest in Turkey, you can find startups, but maybe you can also make co-investments with some Turkish VC funds, so it will be much more easier for you. So we provide all kind of networking services on a free of charge and on a confidential basis. We are just trying to convince them to make investments. So thank you very much for this opportunity. So we just wanted to give you the latest Turkish startup ecosystem. If there is any questions, maybe later we can. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed. Of course, for those of us who didn't expect to be there, that those who are involved in technology, those involved in technology, it's such a mature system, ecosystem here. First of all, the democracy, of course, breaking the terms of the country for the other so let's go beyond this ladies and gentlemen, please let's listen to Steve.
So I'm ready from the same chamber. So maybe you have to confirm maybe of what you are looking for the first one. Within the same chamber already we have a program started. We of the past the entrepreneurs, creativity and how we are work with the investors. So in our program, we have programs, some we started in Pakistan, from Pakistan, first one plus rounds. The idea of this program is how we are going to study and how we are going to develop it and bring it into action. Meaning that the investors who are investors who are not investors opportunity. Even we are going to play the role of new company, the relation with the IIC, something like that. They use their idea on the ground on this platform to move forward on ground and complete security to invest in their. And next, we also are going to develop these models and are moving out. When these products from Egypt, the idea is how to design and develop to have the funnels from successful products, the how to develop products to be able to make a much that's the aim was at the end is how successful the public to be able to be sustainable. That's our funding because this innovation item is one of the elements that shows our point the gap and the people who are going to invest more in this many the private sector. At the end, people are going to have more productive. confident that what we have done here could come up as how we are under what we use the regional group. I think the way that we can overlap and work with that. Thank you for today, and I think what you get the opportunity about that. Because we have the arts and starting from last year to do and that arts. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul. And of course, thanks for your institutional perspective. Definitely, the IIC is bringing all the stakeholders together to support the different entrepreneurs like you mentioned. So we'd like to move to our last panel speaker of today. So without further ado, I'd like to give the floor to Mr. Sanis of the Istanbul Congress Center.
First of all, I'd like to thank the presidency and the council for this opportunity, as well as the mission marketing for the realization of the Presidential Innovation Center and commercial to integrate one country with another, to synergize one startup ecosystem with another, and to develop, to share experience and knowledge, whoever has the necessity to one another. This is I aspire to in this system. What we are trying to do actually is bring IIC youth to Istanbul. We would like to bring them what we have said as motto is bring them as a more global wider us. We would like to be a stage for them to be visible, to do a PR on the behalf. What we are doing inspired for to enhance the stages. We are conducting investor summits. Recently, we were having expect in Azerbaijan. We have the world 13 investors from 13 countries, as well as around 55 startups from 11 countries to come together to share knowledge with one another, to visualize themselves, to devote their and to see different opportunities. This is what the IIC for OIC, all OIC countries to interact, to dynamize, synergize the elections and what we have very strongly is actually that's why I'm starting around 400 minutes to IIC space. What we believe is that if there is an opportunity and there is a lot to access to the funding is provided for our IIC youth. Our IIC youth has capacity to collect motivation or to say what they are doing in their part. Giving the challenge for their nation and create a fortune for their society and for themselves. That I don't want to take much of your time. I'm quite late and in the last one. I just would like to thank again for all those partners and our colleagues who has made this today this event happen. Thank you very much.
This IIC thanks to the president. I wonderful to what we're working tremendously hard to build such a platform to help our younger generation to find solutions to the present problem. So without further ado, before we wrap up the session, we move to question and answer session. We make it very brief. If anyone in the crowd has a question, I will just take one or two questions, and maybe I will read one more question because we have viewers online who are watching this program. So, anyone in the crowd who has a question? No? So I can read my question if analysts don't mind. Question. So the question is addressed to all of you, anyone who wishes to reply to this problem. So the question is developing technology and innovation culture and fostering entrepreneurial attitudes and values have moved high on government agendas. What can be done to promote an entrepreneurial society and entrepreneurial culture, in particular through education and training? Floor is open. One who's
I think from the last perspective, within the, let's say, the private sector, see a strong improvement. Even just the largest company within and to be able to show them the angles models. Especially
Thank you very much. I'll wrap up the session. I would like to thank each and every one of you for the wonderful presentation. We inspired the presentation. We did learn a lot, and we hope we will have many other sessions together. So without further ado, we will proceed to the ceremony. So I would like to invite you to stay on stage. We would like to call the next please come on stage for the person. And so, Mr. President, to make this much more inclusive, we'll call the crowd to count with us before you cut the ribbon. So we'll go on the count of 5 to 1. Let's go together. 5, 4, please. So let's go together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you very much, dear participants, dear distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, Mr. Ta, will have a family photo. Sorry, before we wrap up the session. So please, all the audience, please, I invite you also on stage. Just here for the family photo. Please. That's it. Thank you very much and see you very soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much.